You want to generate leads while making your own digital products that you can use as lead magnets later on and run ads to and get even more leads later on. So this is 2-for-1, and it uses free tools, and you can see for yourself whether or not this will be something that you might like to implement for your business. I am using it and testing it out, and so I would love to hear your feedback as well. Hi, I'm Josh, the Ethical Marketer digital agency founder, where we work with amazing ethical entrepreneurs that actually care about humanity and the environment. So, this is a Facebook Masterclass growth hack marketing strategy. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up a Facebook group. We're going to set up a masterclass in the Facebook for the Facebook group. I'm going to use the tactic that I have created on digitalfirst.ai, and I'm going to walk through. Now, there is going to be some tweaks that I am going to explain from there, and that tactic then should probably be tweaked from what I've learned from doing this so far. So you'll need a Facebook account. You'll need to create ideally a Facebook page. I have realized is going to be good, but what we're going to do instead is maybe keep the group as a public group and not a private group. The issue is that if you create a private group, then when you're sharing the link to your event, people who are not already in the group first are not going to be able to join the event. So it's another friction point, and we really want to take away as much friction points as we possibly can do. So you're going to need Facebook, you're going to need a screen recorder, and you're going to need Google Forms. And so basically, if you don't have a Gmail account, sign up for a free Gmail account. That'll give you access into Google Forms, and you can use that as a registration page so that you can validate, collect emails straight off the bat for people who have registered for your course. The screen recorder, you can get OBS. OBS Studio is a free screen recorder. It's the one that I am using right now. I'll show you that. And then your Facebook account, ideally a page, or testing with the idea of a page, otherwise an open group, so that you can invite people directly in and see. And you're going to have to do a little bit of organic outreach to grow your group and to share that idea. But really, to get this going, you only really need a few people to attend. And even if no one really buys into your course for whatever reason, your masterclass, you can always, because we're screen recording it, you're going to be able to turn this into a lead magnet later on, and that would then require basically a YouTube channel, and then you can direct people to a simple page using, there is free hosting available where you could embed free page for hosting, where you could embed your unlisted YouTube videos for them to watch pay a repeat of it. So you want to kind of show the value of your course, even though it's potentially free. So for example, it's $500 worth of value. It's a 5-day masterclass. And if you go to the premium, spend $50, you get to keep the recordings that we're going to do in it. So you'll have lifetime access to the recordings, and then you can use that as a digital asset and put that onto a page somewhere. And you could get the free hosting if it's not too much traffic. Again, we don't have to do this in high numbers. This is all just validating, and once you get the money in, you can then get better hosting, but you can just use WordPress for now, and then you can do blog post or whatever that is password protected, and you can give out passwords. So screen recorder. All right, so this is OBS. See here, nice and simple, and I've just hooked up. That's on microphone, and I can change microphone if I've got a few speakers here. You can change that if I've got a few, and capture devices. So within here, when you open up, if you had different monitors, the intro outro is the webcam, and so you'll need a laptop or some form of webcam. And then this one, browser, can do then a screen recording of the browser. So this is the tool, and then so we're going to need Canva as well. That's a free tool. There is other free tools that you can use, Vista Create as well. And we're going to create in here. Yep, activate that. That's, who knows, I'm not going to purchase anything anyway. So we're going to do a Facebook cover, and if you haven't already, then you will want to do a logo. So Facebook cover, but just show you logo as well. This is just a free account that I've got, so you don't have to have anything fancy. Just go in and go logo, go free, and select one for your business. So let's see, they've got still paid ones coming up, but we can change any of this stuff anyway. So just think that anything that is simple enough and that later on you can still kind of use for your branding, that you can get then a graphic designer to design up, a custom logo later on, but get an understanding of colors, generally picking like 3 colors, and an understanding of kind of an icon or something that could go with it, that could keep it pretty simple. So, and it really depends on your niche and what you are interested in doing. Let's just keep seeing what options they have. All right, what one will we paid? All right, so even if there is one that is paid, what you can do is we can still go in and have a look at it. Okay, so the image there, you would have to pay for it. So if you went to kind of download this, it would be pay and download or sign up. So you can pay individually for these premium icons and images and pictures, or you can sign up to Canva Pro on a monthly plan and get access to a certain number depending on your plan. But there is other ones that then are free. So more click on what stands out and then go and select a free one, because it's going to show you related ones. So don't be scared to pick one that is a paid one, even though we're looking for free to start with. And then select other ones. So let's do one for this podcast. So say that it's a group on podcasting, and I have a podcast that I am working on, which is another tactic I will show you, which is basically interview your future clients or interview your target market. Get them to talk about themselves. 1, you'll learn about your target market, and 2, you'll make connections with people that will then potentially want to work with you. All right, so you want some kind of styling. This one's a paid one as well. So let's just keep going. Let's see, it didn't have anything saying paid in it. No, still watermarks. No watermarks. Okay, so you want some kind of branding. I do this kind of branding in here. Just save some of the colors. So this is a OneNote. I think this is a free OneNote as well. I don't have it saved. Okay. So basically then what I can do is I have one already that I will use. There's this free Chrome extension that you can use called Eyedropper. So that'll help. So you just want to get something good. All right, so I want to do a podcast logo, and so I'll show you that. All right, so that was just like a stock image, and I did the same thing. I just kind of used stock and just kind of change the colors a little bit. And just keep it really, really simple to start with. You don't want to spend too much time and energy doing customization or paying for customization if you're just starting out. Maybe if you've already validated and you know what you're doing you want to. So pick from web. So you go over and pick up the color, and then it will tell you what your color code is. Then we can go back over here. We can go into our branding, and then I'm just gonna save my branding. So the color code, and I like to know what color my color code is, and then we're going to go back here and we're going to pick from web again, and I just got black and white, so pretty easy. I think white's all F, black's all zeros, but for the sake of this and for the sake of just having it all in one place, and then when you got a team and everything, it's very good to just have all this stuff ready to go. Oh, so it's not exactly white. That's good. Lavender. All right, so now that I got my branding, and okay, so and then I got a logo, so I could just now I want to change this logo. So we go over here and background color. Background color will do. I like the black, stand out and pop, and easier on my eyes. So putting black in. And then I want to put the green in, so maybe the ethical part, make that bit stand out. And let's see, so you don't want to get too much colors, you just want to keep it a few. And so the previously used colors coming up there, in case that's just a little bit off white. You can play around, moving that stuff around if you want. I'd say to keep it as simple as you possibly can and don't waste much time doing this. You can group those up together here. So I need to select both of them, and then we can group them. So now when I move, it moves all of it, and we can also then do that. So holding down Shift and clicking on both of them, and then we can group that up too. So Shift clicking. And then, we can play around a little bit easier if you want it up on top, make it stand out. So we're gonna do that there, and then we're gonna be looking at what we used. So what did we use? And we're gonna be putting that in here as well. And if you have a couple that you're not sure of, put it in, and then you can test it. So we got that one, and then we've also got this one, Bat Angus. So 2 fonts, and we will see. So going over here, text, let's put in sub, and we're gonna go podcast. I'm gonna go over here. So I got that wrong. That'll be the same one. What bit did I get? Gas, not us. Gonna check on here too, make sure that I didn't get that. Yep, gas. Good. Right. So we can keep it like that, or because I've already got this one, let's see what it looks like. That's actually nice. So I wonder if changing this over. So then there's an undo up here, or Control Z at the same time. So Control Z, just change it back. All right, so the podcast, let's see. I like the way that this stands out, this one here. But it didn't stand out too much on the other one. Yeah, I like the way that this stands out, and that'll do. Go share, go download. Before we do that, we can go file, and we can change this. So we'll just rename it. New Entrepreneurs logo, black background. So we know, and then we're going to do make a copy, and we're going to do one on the white background as well. So that'll change up our colors, because now we want white background. And then that means that instead of that, we're going to be doing, and that one we didn't change on the other one. That one I'm going to change. Where did this go? Ungroup, find, there we go. Back in, it's the positioning. So basically, if you find that is happening, it's the position. So just send it to the back or to forward, so you can click behind it. So the bigger image I sent to the back, so that I could click on the smaller image at the front. That's all I did. Okay, so now we've got the black. We're going to potentially change that as well, because then that's the white, and maybe we want everything the lavender instead of the white, but actually I don't mind having the 3 colors there. I think that's fine. All right, so now we've got the white background, and we're going to then just change the name again. Okay, and we're going to download that. Done. And then what we are also going to do is we're going to then go to remove background. So remove.bg, we're going to upload our white background. We're also going to go and download a black background. Download. So we're going to take it all off. So we're going to download that. Then we're going to go and do the same for the black one. Yep, and we're going to download that. That'll come in handy later. And we've got a blank canvas here. So again, I'm a fan of the black or a darker color in the background, easier on the eyes. But we've already got our own branding. Just go upload file now, upload your media, and we can upload these ones. So Canva will upload and then we can use them. So we've got black background. If you've got a light background, you've got options now going on. So because it's the same color, we can just use that one, or else we can use one without. And I wonder if the quality of removing the background was any different. Looks like they did a pretty good job. Thanks, remove.bg. I'm gonna just take out that one. It doesn't really matter. Let's go back down, and we're going to be putting our logo in a spot where we can do cover on it. We're going to go text, going to put a heading in, and we're going to be consistent, batting gas, and we're going to say, so we want a hook. So something that draws attention, something that hooks them in. You want to spend a bit of time actually understanding your target market and what you want to do with this, because this is what's going to get somewhat attention when they sign in at first. So how's a good, or be like, so we will create it. We want the human eye like symmetrical things. That's not what I'm going for, so we want to do it symmetrical. So when you connect your page up to a group, that's going to be down the bottom, and so we just got to be mindful of the positioning of how we do that. So let's just play around again, keep it really simple. No, I like it like your eye reads down that way, so then doing it like the image catches attention and they read it, so kind of line it up to go with the eye flow and with where people are looking anyway. So as they read, Ethical Entrepreneurs, get your podcast to 1,000 listeners within 30 days with our simple 3-step strategy. And proofread, because it might be causing spelling mistakes. All right, so then the other thing that you might want to do is people like people. So you might want to put in a people so that you can show them that you're real. Maybe they don't, maybe they do, but let's assume that people like. All right, there we go. Once you're happy, download that. And now we're going to go to our Facebook. And here's one I prepared earlier, Ethical Entrepreneurs. But for this, you're going to want to go to groups, create new group, and you want to go ethical, whatever your group name is, podcasting challenge. And we're going to do public, and you might want to, if you know anyone already, we're going to create, and you get a stock standard one here, and you got admin panel on the left. Go to group settings, going to go name and description, and then we're going to go down here, another hook thing you want, podcasting network, build, great way to network, real authority, prospect, generate high quality leads. Podcasting, a great way to network, develop your authority, and generate high quality leads. 8,000 We can create. I was thinking putting something in about the course here, but we'll see. Potentially podcasting. So that's just helping me spell, and I'm using Linguixt. You can use a free version of that. It's like Grammarly alternative. 3-step program. Okay, so it kind of touches on that anyway. All right, so share. We can edit this. Groups. Podcasting challenge. Ethical entrepreneurs. So that's fine. Now set up any other customization that you want to do. So we can set up group colors, and we can put in badges, and we can link to then our page if you have a page, but you don't need a page to do this because we're going to keep this group open. So go back home, and we're going to edit this, and we're going to upload a photo that we've done. No, just position that right. Okay, so the thing to be mindful of is that in mobile view, this is going to look potentially different. So I'd encourage you to, at this point in time, is get your mobile out and have a look. Okay, so having a look on mobile, go to Facebook and just search. Okay, so it doesn't look too bad except for that, the top bar. So we want to reposition this down there. I save, and we want to go back in. So anyway, that gives us a good idea of what we need to do. So what we want to do is come back, and we want to reposition. So just move that up. Where are we here? So upload the new one. I need it not so much. So I can close now. Don't need that. These, and this is just a little bit wrong. There we go. Get another one. Download. We're going to open in folder because then we want to get rid of the ones that we didn't use, and we're going to upload. Better. Save. Okay. So now we've got that. Now we want to go to events. I'm going to create our event. Okay, so I think because my group doesn't have anyone else invited, so this then comes back down to the next part of what you need to do. You need to go into groups that are going to be related to, see what they suggested, and goes up. So we can go into this group and we can start to see, okay, so you want to do some outreach. So there is a group that's all podcasting for entrepreneurs, but we don't necessarily want to go to the group like that. So entrepreneur, like permaculture, just see what kind of groups you can go in here, and it's not a bad group. Okay, and then you can ask, like in here, anyone thinking of podcasting or anyone's got a podcast, just start talking about podcasting. Start seeing if there's anyone who's interested in doing podcasting or wanting to learn podcasting, and how to set it up in 3 simple steps. Yep, so people who are actively posting and that kind of stuff, check them out. There's tools that you can do, but we're looking for anything that kind of tells us your course. So like that's an entrepreneur, that's a founder. So then you can message them, say, hey, do you want to learn podcasting? So you can go into business groups for 2,500, and you can kind of do the same. Create a post. Yeah, get some kind of hook, get them some kind of interest, something to show the benefit of why podcasting could be for them, beneficial for them. But basically you get the point. You need to go now and get people who are going to be interested in joining your group. So you can invite your friends and all the rest of it. But then once you do that, you're going to go into group and you're going to create an event. All right, so now that I've got more than myself in the group, I can go an online event. And now we can do the schedule live and interactive classes. And you can either do a single class. And so this could be like a webinar. And so you can go example. Yeah. Anyway, don't want to spend too much time on it, and then select your duration. An hour's kind of good. Learning, do a short sales letter thing. Business is what this one would be targeting. Next. Now we can tell what it is. So again, you want a hook of some kind, like why, like in curiosity. So we need to invoke curiosity, and we need to clearly demonstrate the value. What is the end result that they're going to get? And it's not going to be like, have a good successful podcast or anything else like that. It's going to be like win leads, build your authority, organically with podcasting, ways to monetize your podcast, whatever, how to, like, the more specific you are, the more specific you are, with then the end result and linking it to what they actually want. And so don't be too superficial and get into some good copy. What experience is required? So like none. So you got to call it something too. Like Masterclass is generally like someone who has perfected and know what they're doing. Mastermind is maybe like a collection of ideas from people who have done it before. So write something there. No, I'll leave it there so that we can see. Just doing undo. Next. And so then we will get so you can do up to 25. So they've changed it. Before it was 35. So already they're changing it, or doing it later. So this is new. So before it was, you had the interactive classroom of 25 students, but now you can broadcast a live to a large amount of people. And now you can record them live for later. So this is new. That's great. Otherwise, you can use your own link to go off to a YouTube live, or you can choose to do it later. So then we can create this event. Actually, we need to go back. Got to choose an image that's suitable. Let's go here and listen to podcast writing, right? Okay. Yeah, don't have too much time. So you pick one of their pictures, go next, create the event. Okay. So now we'll go back to our one. Just open up that. So I'm going to leave that. And we'll look at then, once it's been set up, you'll have this upcoming events, and you'll have your label there. And so we can click on that. And then this is a series of courses, so you can see what is being involved in this. So I've set up a series of classes here, and you can chat there with everyone. And then here we can add a more appropriate cover. So then we'll just go back to Canva, do the same process to now, like that's okay. I think it's on point, at least for the event that we're trying to run, but create another one so it's different, and it's going to ask me to go through and select. Yep, that's fine. It's interactive. Okay, so when I am now trying to edit, it's not giving me that option of the live. In here, you can add your own link if need be, but we're just going to use Facebook's. Okay, so then you can message. So everyone who's joined up going to be in the message. You'll be able to go in here and you'll be able to see who's joined up. So it's all in there, and you can even start a call with them in the group call. So that's another way that you could basically do the classes. You could just do a group call on Messenger, and you can start then your room. Alright, so something going wrong, but basically you copy that link, and that must be some of the updates that they've done. Anyway, you just then join into the room, and it basically gives you a place where you can connect, share your screen, so then you can have slides up. So I want to show you then other tools. So you just get a free Gmail account, sign in, go up to this 9-dot symbol, and it shows you all the Google apps. So for this, then what is going to be appropriate for you is slides and forms. And then, so you can just make then your presentation slides in here that you can use. and you can then just create a form here where you can then ask people a little bit about themselves and validate them as prospects or not. Yeah, let's see. So created a group, we've networked in with other groups, we've now gone and can create a simple form. It's just really straightforward. So I just click in, so you can import questions, which is great if you've already got them pre-done, but then just click on it and edit, click edit, question, click, and then you got choices and what you want to do. You can upload files, drop down boxes, check boxes, paragraph, short answer, and go here, add more. You can duplicate, you can delete, and you can say that they have to answer it. So conditional, so if they answered one way, then you can show them one answer in another way, and that's like kind of randomizes it. Some other shortcuts here, so adding questions, so it brings you into another box, and so each one of these boxes is kind of independent. Then you're going to get the responses here, and you can create a spreadsheet then that you can connect in with these responses, and you can get email notifications. You can download these into a CSV. There's no responses there yet, however. You can make it a quiz. So collect email address. Yep, when requested, they can do. They can come back and edit it if they want, and if it requires sign in, limit to just one response. So we can show progress bar. You can show the shuffle the question order. So yeah, you've got all these different options in here that you can make it really easy for you. Give it a name, and then we can use our link to share it. And basically what you would do is put in a couple of these, and then like conditionally, so if they answered a certain way, then they were ready, then go like kind of submit form. You'll get then their email, and then you can send them off to the link for your course that you're doing. Where are we? Alright, so then you'd be sending them off to the course, and you're going to be able to invite your friends and people in the group into this. You're also going to be able to then share the link. You can duplicate it if you're going to be doing it multiple times. You can add it to your calendar. You can import a guest list, and you can set up the notification settings of group. I'll close out of that. So let's find our dummy. Alright, and slides. So just blank slide or use from the template, and just use slides as a memory jog. You want people to be reinforced about what you're saying in the slides. You don't want the slides to pretty much give away all the information, so keep the text down. Like the slide should motivate action, should motivate engagement, and motivate them paying attention to what you're saying as well. So you should work together. Alright, so we created a registration form. We've created the online course that is now changed. So we're going to have to edit this, invite your target market. So you got that link invite. So you're going to be inviting, and you're also going to be sharing this out, and set up the screen recording for later use. So we've touched on that with the OBS. So that's free. So let's have a look. obsproject.com, and just download it and install it. It's pretty simple. If you need help setting it up, let me know. Done. So basically then, at the end of it, link it back in with a form, like a feedback form, but also you can do the upsell form and like feedback form, and in that question you can validate and get opt-ins for upsells and downsells as well. So that's it. I'll need to edit this now that there's a few changes. Like this, for example, you can easily just go in and change here, and it's now limited to 25. Fill and save, confirm. Okay, so that has been how to create a masterclass using Facebook. So the benefit of these masterclasses and recording these masterclasses is that if you do the class based on something that your prospect is going to be interested in learning and relevant to the product and service that you are offering, then you're going to be able to collect the leads. You're going to be able to collect the emails. So it's a lead magnet. You're also going to be able to build a relationship with the people who attend and are a part of it. You've got them in the chat group. So you are building your reputation with them. You're building your authority as someone who knows how to be able to help solve their desires and wants. And you can record it and turn it into a digital product and upsell as well. So that is how to create a masterclass using free tools. I hope you liked it. This is Josh, and I've just been having fun playing around showing you that tactic. Now I'm going to have to update that a little bit more and give a little bit more choices. My group is private, so I've had that issue that I mentioned before. The fact that you can do these live classes now with a lot more people, that's really cool. If you did an open group and got it to there, just the amount of free tools that we have as marketers is really amazing. Peace out.